Awesome. So thanks again, guys, for joining here. And today we're just going to walk through the ambassador program sponsored between Brain Armor and OPSM. We've got Jeffrey Adai, who's been kind enough to join here, and we've got Kunle and Miguel, who were able to make this call, and hopefully anybody else that's watching this video will be able to ask questions for anything that we didn't answer. Hopefully we cover most of them, but we're going to go through the relationship in the ambassador program here. So I'm going to share my screen. And kind of walk through this. My cousin Nick is going to kind of jump in here and support me as needed. He's been a little bit more involved with the company and the product. So I'll speak to it at a high level, and if you have any questions, nitty gritty about it, Nick should be able to answer them. Oh. Okay, so what is brain armor? We all know that brain health is a very important topic now. Brain health, mental health, being able to maintain our physiques and our bodies. The brain is one of the most important parts of it. So being able to properly supplement your brain is, and especially as elite athletes, to be able to optimize your performance. What we've done is created a formula that has very high doses of omega-3, and we'll get into all the specifics of it. But the idea behind it is that once you start to take these supplements, not only is it going to benefit your brain and your physical performance, but there's also all kinds of benefits from a cognitive perspective and an inflammation perspective within your body. The tagline we use, and you guys as ambassadors that we're going to get you to get used to using, is this idea of what have you done for your brain today? All right, that's sort of the campaign that we're launching here. So anytime, and when we talk about onboarding and making posts or anything like that, we want to be able to utilize this idea of what have you done for your brain today. Our vision is to positively impact brain health and wellness, and we fit into that brain health and wellness space. Knowing that OPSM has a standard that they manage and educate and facilitate on their end, we thought that this would be a great partnership for both of us, where we can become the official brain supplement of OPSM, and you guys are the first ones to be able to help kick us off. 86 billion neurons are what goes on inside our head. So we don't always think about that as athletes. We're always thinking about fitness, nutrition, conditioning, those sort of things. But if we don't take care of that space between our ears and that 3-pound muscle, then we're kind of leaving things to chance. So we talk a little bit about the importance of supplementation. I'm sure you guys, as being elite athletes, are supplementing right now with various supplements. Miguel, Kunle, is there anything that right now that you guys are taking on a regular basis? Creatine, proteins, are you doing anything like that, or just healthy eating?
Yeah, I mean, I do healthy eating, multivitamins, creatine and protein.
Okay, creatine and protein.
Eating and genetics.
And genetics. Well, God bless you then, my friend. Not all of us were blessed with those genetics. Brain Armor's what it is. It's a plant-based supplement. So if you're a vegan or vegetarian, no matter what your diet is, this is a product that you can take to help supplement your brain. It's formulated with all the clinically proven ratios and ingredients to help provide growth, balance, and survival within your brain cells. Okay, we know now that brain health and the essential fats are vital to sustaining a healthy brain, and our supplement has clinical trials. We've got all kinds of elite athletes in various sports, football, hockey, a lot of NCAA athletes that are using this, and we're looking at the soccer community through the relationship with OPSM and you guys on helping to spread the word on that. So this is the product. Comes in three packages: 120s, which are professional strength, our 60 soft gels, which are just our regular strength, and then we also have these sachets. Nick, what was in the package that the guys got?
The package that they got was 3 bottles of the 60 count, 2 bottles of the 120 count. They got 50 of the sachets, which is the one on the right. We're just going through they're not, right now they're just in a plastic bag, but we're going through new packaging so that they're all going to be branded properly. They got the 2 Omega Quant test kits, and then there's some shirts and hats that would be following along with that.
Okay. So you've got the Omega Quant test kits. So Kunle, you probably got that in your package. Miguel, when yours shows up, you'll see what they are. I don't think we have a picture of them on here, but one of the things that is different about our product and our supplement is, as you heard me talk about it being clinically tested. What we recommend, and we're hoping you guys will be able to do, is take one of those Omega Quant test kits, okay? And inside you'll see that all you need to do is just kind of prick your finger and then put a little bit of the blood from your finger onto the sample pad and then mail it in. It's free. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a feedback from a partner company of ours, giving you all of your baselines in your omega-3s, your vitamin Ds, D3, your inflammation levels, a number of different markers, okay? And it'll tell you where you're at when you start this journey with us, okay? The idea then is for you guys as ambassadors to take our supplement over the course of 90 days, right? So show yourself taking it, being a Brain Armor ambassador, and then at the end of 90 days, we're going to get you to do another sample, and you're going to get all the results back showing the increases in your biomarkers from the first time, the reduction in inflammation, your DHA versus EPA rate levels, your omega-3s, all of the things that are going to show improvements not only in your brain but your body by taking this supplement. You know, if you know anything about the supplement world, there's not many of them that encourage you to do a baseline sample with blood work and then show you the improvements after 90 days. But that's how confident we are, and all the clinical trials that we've done over the years show that there's positive improvements. So this is a little bit of product info that you're seeing here. I won't read it all. You'll have that in your package as well, and we'll also send you a copy of this video. But you can see there's no GMOs, no gluten, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, nothing artificial. I think most important for you guys as athletes is also knowing that it's Informed Sport certified. So the product has been tested and you are allowed to take it. It's not an illegal supplement. And you will not get in trouble if you are, competing at a level where you're being tested. Okay. Any questions, guys? No, not right now. Okay.
Good.
Some product info here. We don't need to go into all of the particulars of it, but what you can see is there's a number of active ingredients in the 60 count, in the 120 count, and in the sachets. They're all just a little bit different. As you get down to the sachets, the ingredients become a little bit more potent as we get into that professional strength. Okay. With the 60 counts, we recommend 2 soft gel capsules a day. As you move up into the pro strength, which is where you guys would be, we're looking at 4 a day. okay, in order to get the supplementation that you need for the activity and the elite levels that you're competing at, we recommend either the 4 soft gels or one of the sachets.
Which just
There's no flavor to the soft gels, and if you've ever taken omega-3s, you'll know that a lot of times people might complain of that fishy aftertaste. There is none of that. And the reason there's none of that, guys, is because we kind of cut out the middleman as we've developed the omega-3s for our product. So most omega-3s are derived from the fish. What we do is we derive it from the algae that the fish eat. So we cut out the fish and we're able to procure our supplements through a fermentation process in sterile tanks at specific facilities down in the US, where we can take that oil then and put it into capsules, or with the single serve sachets, there is a little bit of a flavor because again, you don't have the capsules, you're not just swallowing it, but it's got a very, very pleasant lemon lime taste that when you take the sachets. Okay.
And just on a side note, this is supposed to be taken like whether it's for your breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's not something that you just take on an empty stomach.
Yeah. So what makes us unique to you guys? You know, we started as a brain health supplement that was designed towards athletic cognitive performance and well-being. And to this day, we still have many professional and amateur athletes that are using our product, that are continually dosing on a daily basis, making sure that your brain is getting the necessary fats and vitamins that you guys are going to need to stay sharp and stay at the top of your game. And again, we're going to point you to some websites, not only our own website, but we have what's called the Healthy Brain, the Living Brain Project and the Healthy Brain, where we have all kinds of data that you can explore at your own time, sharing with you how what the benefits of the product are. Okay.
So not to interrupt here, but this Living Brain project is very similar, pretty much the exact same as what Rob was mentioning before, as doing a baseline test, daily dosing for 90 days, and then retesting to see where your levels are at. This test here was with, it was about 56 participants, and a lot of them were actually still currently play for the San Francisco 49ers. Majority of them were all deficient, daily dose for 90 days, and their inflammatory levels dropped. So their omega-6 ratio dropped, their omega-3 ratio increased, which was pretty much, it's the exact same thing. They took the exact same test, which is the Omega Quant test kits, same supplementation, dosages, and such.
It's pretty impressive what this product can do. And as athletes, we have to be aware of those things. Even as young guys, it's one of those things where you don't know what you don't know. And I think being able to, excuse me, being able to get your baselines through the Omega Quant test, I don't think we've had anybody that we put through our testing that hasn't shown improvement in one area or another of their biomarkers. So another way that we can consciously take care of our cognitive health, as well as we know that the brain is a big controller of other things that go on within our body. So cholesterol levels, inflammation, and as Nick said, reducing the omega-6s and increasing your omega-3s. So as an ambassador, this is the marketing campaign that we are putting together, hoping that you guys will jump on board. We're assuming you're going to jump on board because you've said yes. So I'm going to get Nick to kind of walk through the expectations, if you will, of what it means to be an ambassador.
Yeah. So Rob, you pretty much hit everything here. So the campaign is called "What Have You Done for Your Brain Today?" The goals is to inform about, one, the Brain Armor and the OPSM partnership, And then 2 is to educate about the importance of arming your brain with brain armor formulations that we've mentioned before, include essential fatty acids and vitamins to help with the structure of brain cells. So this is what was included, which is the care package. The 2 Omega Quant test kits, which is our partner company. There's more information in the link that we can send to you guys. Rob, if you want to go to the next. Yeah, so for the program requirements, everyone that I've seen has followed the Brain Armor Instagram account. The first thing is that we're just looking for an initial partnership post. It could be either a video or it could just be an image with a little description of this. And what we're trying to do is just for the call to action is to link it to the press release. So it's one press release. It can either be linked through the OPSM website or it can be linked to the Brain Armor website. It doesn't matter on which one. If you decide to take the Omega Quant test kits, what we would be looking for is to, 1, have a post about what taking it for the first time. And then once you get your results back, which I think it takes about a week, to just kind of show where your baseline stands. And then as you're daily dosing, just to be liking, commenting on the Brain Armor post, maybe resharing it. And then after to retake the test and then to show where your results stand after the 90 days. So I know there's a few ambassadors that have YouTube channels. At the minimum, it would just be for Instagram.
So as Nick said, we want to try to create this little bit of a movement, get people to understand the dosing is important. If you can just kind of show the beginning of your 90 days and then the end of your 90 days, what we should have on here, Nick, is we should have like a sample of what the results look like. So we can, when we walk through it
Okay.
another time, but you guys will get that in the mail. And so this, again, will be outlined to you to help promote the product and be an ambassador. And I think that's it in a nutshell. It's not we're not curing cancer here, but we can certainly learn how to take care of ourselves a little better through a project like this. Miguel, any questions?
No, I think it's pretty straightforward. I mean, honestly, the real question I have is what, because I excuse me, I don't know really much about anything, but what exactly does the omega-3 do for you? Like, how does it help you? Like, explain it to me as if I have no idea. I'm a 10-year-old kid, What exactly does it do?
So go ahead.
Rob, I was just going to say the easiest way that I explain it is that we are predominantly fatheads. So in our brains, it's made up of just fatty acids. So one of the main fatty acids that helps feed the brain is called DHA. The word's massive, but just the short form is just called DHA. And there's 2 things that it helps with. One is that it helps with neuroplasticity, which is the formation of brain cells. And then the second is that's neurogenesis. The second one is neuroplasticity, which is the connections and how they communicate from one another. And the easiest way to explain that is when you look at, Steph Curry, the repetitiveness of him taking shots, he gets better at it.
Okay.
So think of yourself, Miguel, when you started to play soccer, right? When you first started, you're probably just kicking the ball with your toe and just, kicking it down the field. And the neuroplasticity of your brain is, well, all our brains are able to change and morph into things that we do on a consistent basis, right? The more that you kick the ball, then you started to bounce it on your toe, then you started to, learn how to dribble. All of those things require your brain's plasticity, right? Every time you teach it something new, it goes, whoa, well, this feels kind of weird. But the more you do it, the more that you're creating these synapses in your brain that go, this is familiar. So what we're doing is we're making sure that those connections are healthy.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Gotcha. Yeah, that's the only question I had, but I mean, this is really interesting. I think now as a older athlete, right, I would say that I'm always looking for ways to kind of improve and get better, you know, by that little bit, that little, you know, 0.1%. So this is
Sure.
really interesting.
Listen, I can tell you that you know, I'm an older athlete than you are. And I use the word athlete you know, very loosely now in my 50s. All right. But I take this supplement every day. I was a hockey player, so I suffered concussions. And then I was in a very serious motorcycle accident back in 2015. Um, and, you know, there was a little bit of cognitive decline as I was going through my recovery. And this has become a staple part of what I take and how I eat and how I take care of my body on a daily basis. I've found as I've gotten older, it's helped me to stay a little bit more sharp. It doesn't do anything for the gray in my beard, but it allows me to still act out and maybe not perform at the levels I used to, but still compete on a daily basis with myself in the gym and trying to maintain, you know, a 54-year-old body.
Oh, that's amazing. That's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
It's all up here, right? That's where everything
Exactly.
starts.
Exactly.
No, Rob, Nick, thanks so much. I think this is exciting. From our standpoint, you know, we're connecting you with some of the top players and individuals we found in North America, and also some of the biggest ambassadors, like someone like Miguel, who's huge in the North American soccer space. So I think this will be great for them to try the product and see the benefits, and then, like you said, it's just a 1% improvement, even if it helps with that. Makes a huge difference in our sport. So we're
Isn't
really
that the
excited
goal
just
every
to roll
day?
out.
To get 1% better every day, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is.
Exactly.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, listen, Miguel, you know, I thank you for staying on. I appreciate you joining. Jeff, thanks for joining. Look, you've got a big team behind you, Miguel. You've got access to Nick, myself. You can always reach out to Jeff, you know, until you feel comfortable. If you have any questions, you're not sure about anything, there are no bad questions. The only ones are the ones we don't ask, right? So please, you know, we want your feedback. We appreciate your participation, and you'll be hearing more and more from Nick and myself as we go forward. And obviously, the guys at OPSM are the ones that make this all possible. So we're appreciative of that.
Amazing. Thank you, Rob and Nick, for having this meeting. Really informative.
Awesome.
No worries.